Welcome to the Fans Ed Sports Show. Talk about the X's and O's. Talk and break down for the success of each team.
Slow your roll.
Whether he has something to do with it or not, we are adding that to the pot.
Ain't no team gonna freaking run the ball like that. That's challenging your manhood.
Not too much.
People still remember that.
So look, I don't need to hear anything from you, Mike.
It's been a crazy week for college football.
They value seniority.
When they're looking at the schedule, that's a tough schedule. Go beat everyone.
You already know.
Let's go.
You already know.
Welcome to the Fans Ed Sports Show, hosted by 216 Mike, E.G. Laflare, Truther, and produced by Walt K Disney. This is our national college football show. And we like to interact with our fans, man. We like to talk that stuff, man. And we give a different perspective on all the college football.
Hey, so
What up?
we want to make sure y'all go ahead and click that like and subscribe button. Please do. Make sure y'all are in the know, engaged, and we coming to you every week at this time. So let's get right to it. We got some crazy things happening this past week in college football. Colorado takes down TCU 45-42. They were basically playing a tic-tac during this game, and Coach Prime said he's keeping receipts, and they come.
Turn on the film. I tell him to turn on the film. We're gonna continuously be questioned because we do things that have never been done. That's the way our life has presented themselves. We do things that have never been done, and that makes people uncomfortable. When you see a confident black man sitting up here talking his talk, walking his walk, coaching 75% African Americans in the locker room, that's kind of threatening. Oh, they don't like that. But guess what? We're going to consistently do what we do because I'm here and ain't going nowhere. And I'm about to get comfortable in a minute. Because guess what? These young men in there right now, they believe. Not all of them believed before. But right now, they came up one by one, twos by twos. Coach, we believe. Now they believe. Now Boulder believes. People in the front office, people in the building, the fans, the students. Now everybody want to believe. I'm good with that. We got room.
So Mike, what's your take on this?
All right, man. My take on it is I didn't believe, like Deion said, I didn't believe. We never seen this. Who knew? Who knew that it could be done, right? But like Prime said, we kept receipts. And there's our people who have issues with what he's been saying. And the thing is he's been criticized for the way that he came into the program and the words that he said, right? He's been criticized for the comments that he even said during the post game or whatever. And here's the thing, because everybody's only focused on one part. When Deion was talking about they don't like a black man doing this and this and that, the thing is they want people to change. They want to change the way you talk, change the way you walk. Don't come in with that swagger. And what he is showing is a black coach, which we already know we have an issue on all levels with black coaches, is saying that he can still bring his style in, still be him, and still win. Because everybody doubted him. They was a 20-point favorite. Forget all of the comments about, oh, was he a Seminole or not a Seminole and all of that stuff. Let's focus on the actual message because that's where everybody trying to go to all the other stuff. But this is what we are actually focused on.
I like it.
Hey, listen, you know me, man. His whole moniker is like, hey, I ain't hard to find. Primetime, bro, is such an anomaly and such a need that has come upon us in college football. We're talking about a black man that's been successful at all levels of sports and multiple sports and facets. My nigga had a hit rap record. What has Prime done in his life that he has not succeeded in? And it was crazy seeing that he had success at the HBCU. They didn't think that culture and that mentality and that brass, they like to say, and that moxie would translate to the Power 5 level, but you heard what he said. The team believes, the front office believes, and Colorado let him be himself. That is something that's truly underrated in this whole situation with Prime, because how many universities would have said, hey, man, y'all start playing neck. Y'all ain't playing the Bees or whatever the hell they be playing at those PWI schools. So I love it, man. Prime is such an icon and example of that. Their way is not the only way. You know what I'm saying? So he came and showed that, you know, player coaches putting players first, being a dog, being old school, demanding the best. Because you remember they gave him that whole shtick about how he was kicking boys out and hitting them in the transfer portal because he was looking for leaders and dogs. And it looked like to me he found the leaders and dogs. And a shout out to Shedeur Sanders, 510 yards, 4 touchdowns, 0 interceptions, and prime time, bro. Come on, man.
Hey, I salute Prime, man. Everything he's doing, I respect it. I love to see it, man. Shedeur, he surprised me. You know, I always asked in my football group chats, do you think he can play on this level? Do you think he's an elite quarterback? I think he answered the questions. I think what Prime represents is great. I think we all support him. Everyone wants to see him successful. My thing is this. I don't know what to expect in the first year. We don't know what to expect. Like Mike said, you know, it's the first year we didn't know what to expect. He surprised us. He surprised me. You know, I had them at 5 wins or so like that for the season. And I'm not saying I'm changing anything on that opinion yet. You know what I'm saying? Because they did beat a TCU team who didn't have defense in their best year last year. And they lost a lot of players due to draft or not draft, but really graduated seniors. So I didn't expect a lot of defense, but that's still an impressive win because this team was in the national championship last year. So I would say, you know, that's very impressive. I just want to pump the brakes on all the I told you so's and this off the first game. Like everything he stands for, I respect it. But the I told you so's and pointing out the fingers and say, hey, I remember what you said in the media. I just want to chill because college football can jump on your back fast and get ugly. You know what I'm saying? I just want to be a little more chill, more humble. You know what I'm saying? Do your thing as a black man. Represent the culture. You know, shout out to the stuff you're doing. Keep pushing that. Keep pushing it the way you're doing as a black man. But, you know, calm down in the media just a little bit for the sake of college football because he still has to play some tough teams. I still don't know what this year look like, but he got those guys believing. I salute it.
Yeah, man. And just to kind of piggyback, everybody's focused on, oh, he told these kids to leave and all this stuff. But y'all do realize that there were some kids that stayed. And it's so overblown of his message. Everybody believed he said, oh, get out. His thing was more of a challenge. Do you think that you're going to be good enough to be here? And some of those kids played, and I believe one of the guys that was on that team last year stayed and had an interception in that TCU game. So, I mean, it was more of a challenge. And look at how many guys did not want to be challenged, and that tells you why they only had 1 win. The way he came in was the way that needed to happen. It needed to be a shake-up like that.
Right. 1 win, you got to shake up.
Here's the thing. If he hadn't kept those guys with that mentality on the team, they came out and lost that game, then everybody would have said, I told you so. The moment's too big for him. Oh, he's not going to make it at this time.
Yeah, they would have killed him.
That's exactly how it would have went. So now everybody got to eat crow. They don't like it. And it is what it is. Accept it.
Right.
Exactly.
Don't sit here and say you got to change, bro, or come on.
I don't agree with that shit, bro. I don't agree. I don't think Prime got to do shit. If I'm Prime, I'm talking all my fucking shit because y'all wasn't humble when I was coming onto the fucking scene. Y'all wasn't giving me the benefit of the doubt. Y'all wasn't saying he's going to need some time and all this other shit. Y'all was telling me to tuck my chain, lower my voice, to stop playing all that ruckus rap music. So guess what? I came out here, the second runner-up in the national championship at they crib. My son put up 510 and 4 touchdowns. Fuck y'all. And I feel
actually EG's fan base was on TV thinking, damn, what could have been? Because they AD told him you don't have enough experience.
Yeah, we talked about missing out on Prime and the things he could have came in and shook up in a hurry. We talked about that since that game came on to now. We've been chatting a little bit about that, and it is a tough L. They said that they definitely said it was a couple sponsors that was like, nah, we don't want to invest in that right now. He's too new. He's not experienced. I've heard all the stories.
Merchandise don't went up. Ticket sales don't went up. Ticket selling now. All of the Boulder, Colorado hotels is selling out. Come on, man. They ain't never had this before.
My thing is a coach that's not afraid to make changes like he did. That's impressive to me because I hate when a coach try to stick to that good old boy or what the school's been used to.
Here's the thing. It was okay when Belichick said, if you ain't doing a little cheating, you ain't trying, right? Not saying that Prime is cheating, but the flavor of what he's doing, he's trying, right? What he's doing is trying and it's working. So
and they also have 2 starters from our Arkansas team on that Colorado team.
Disney, we got a super chat in about Prime. Let's get that super chat in before we move on to our next segment.
Appreciate it in MD Sports.
No more defeats. This is Grant. We've had Grant on the Fans Edge before. All right, what Grant said is, what's crazy is Prime has always been Prime. People always be yourself until 100% so they don't like it. I mean, he is exactly right. Prime has been like this in the league. Prime has been like this when he was coaching little league kids. Prime has not changed.
That swagger has been the same.
Exactly. And everybody's like, well, he's a coach now. Well, he's at Power 5 now. Him doing what he's doing is what got him to where he's at. Why stop now? Why? Exactly. Makes no sense, bro.
It don't make no sense at all, man. Listen, the number one sign for me that they got a co-sign Prime is that he got those kids to buy in and they went out and won a football game. All the rest of the shit, it don't matter no more. We got a dub, the kids buying in, and the money coming in, bro. So that's what college football is all about. Don't be mad because I'm doing it a different way than y'all. Shit.
Shout out.
Yeah,
must be the money.
Hey, the AD said they didn't know how they was going to pay Prime, but with these ticket sales and everything that they're getting now, they know exactly how to play them.
Now let's get to that stinky.
Yes. Well, Colorado plays Nebraska this upcoming Saturday, so we'll see how that works out. And coming up next, we got LSU tumbles to Florida State University.
What's made his reputation, but you got to do it all. Backward pass. Spawn looking to throw it. Is in deep trouble. Retreating. Now trying to create. Flips it over the middle. And the catch is made.
Nasty work.
Why they let them boys come in there and do them like that?
Nasty work. Well, what we were always told and what everybody told me is the SEC, they have all of this talent. We got more of the stars. We got all of this stuff, and that's what matters. But I tell you what matters and what shows. Development matters. Coaching matters. And to sit here and think that teams from other conference can't beat the number 2 or number 1 team from the SEC West is just ridiculous. It's crazy. SEC fans. Stinky.
It's nasty in here, dog. Let's say nasty. Listen, man, listen, we heard all that bullshit from y'all. Wow. First of all, we heard all that bullshit from y'all. And not, bro, multiple teams getting spanked from that conference. Listen, LSU came in overhyped, what we've been saying. They get that fucking ESPN Disney boost where they know a team is really a fringe top 10 and they put them all the way up in the top 4 or 5 and hoping that they can be another overrated team that they overrank. Well, they got their ass whooped. How about that? And another thing, whoa. What about Florida State? Is this the blueprint? Because they got a team full of mercenaries. I don't think they got a single nigga on the team that they recruited out of high school that they plan on that team. They hit the portal for 2 straight years and came out looking like the freaking Avengers against LSU. Do we see more of that with the portal and people just coming in and getting written players for 1 or 2 years on a mass scale? Because right now, the one anomaly that we're seeing that win on a mass scale that's successful is Florida State. Because LSU looked like they had nothing for them. Just too developed, too smart, too much understanding, too much everything for them. So,
hey. So first of all, I want to say this to be fair. We watched that same game last year. LSU looked bad last year. They got better as the season went along. Whatever. LSU does not look that good this year. They made a lot of mistakes. Their quarterback is questionable. He makes a lot of decisions where it's like, what? He jumped on a pile. You taught to stop doing that once you're in high school. You can get yourself hurt. He was using very low IQ playing in that game. I saw him pull the ball on his own read and run right into a defensive end. That guy, you have to be careful, man. That guy he's not using his head. I don't know if the lights were big for that moment, but hey, let's just say LSU got better as the season went on last year too. The first game, they looked terrible. But I will also say this, great win by Florida State, but I didn't think Florida State looked all that good. I didn't think they were looking too good. I think they made a few bonehead plays and got lucky a few times that it wouldn't happen against another top team in the top 5. They can't do something. You can't run backwards like that one play we saw. You can't do that against Georgia. You won't be able to do that against a playoff team. You won't be able to do that against an Alabama. Someone is going to sling you down, but luckily, he got away with it one time. Salute Florida State on their win. Like I said, I didn't think neither team looked that good.
I don't know why you acting like Florida State don't got national championship pedigree. Like we've seen Florida State get to the top of college football. We've seen Florida State have legendary coaches. We've seen Florida State win Heisman.
I never said they didn't.
No, but you talking about them like they just
he's trying to act like LSU not returning that offense. Like they not returning their quarterback. Like he's sitting there saying we saw LSU get better throughout the year. Like we didn't see the quarterback get better throughout the year. So they were supposed to build off of what they did last year. Am I wrong or right? That's what Florida State did. Because they returned the same, right?
It's true.
Right.
They had to go. Florida State had to go get transferred.
Yeah,
so they had Deuce Spann throwing touchdowns.
They went and got a Big Ten wide receiver, and what he do to the SEC?
Hey, look, like I said, LSU look like they don't have any good DBs this year. They look like they didn't run the ball at all against this Florida State team. It's just the identity is up in the air right now. It just didn't look good.
It looked like a Notre Dame team.
Oh, by the way, Mike, hey, I'm all on the Saban train, but they lose to the fucking Longhorns. Yeah, but we're gonna talk about that later in the show. But hey, man, we're gonna talk about SEC looking like they on their live play. They limping through.
That two teams in the playoffs gonna end. Might be in week 2. Damn.
EG, they said cut your water, man.
Oh man. Hey man, good luck trying to bring down the SEC. It just won't happen, man. It's been 25 years since anyone in y'all conference besides Ohio State has won a national title.
So here's my question.
Hey, y'all TV network already falling off. I'm just saying.
So let's round robin. What is y'all expectations for Florida State going forward? I mean, we've seen Clemson look like Dookie. We've seen most of their competition that they got going on. So
there's national title.
Here's my thing though. Can I throw this out there? All right, so I caught a little bit of the Clemson game. Like, I'm not gonna write Clemson off. They're not old Clemson, but that's a team that can possibly upset people because they were driving the ball in that game. They lost to Duke. They were fumbling late in their drives, throwing interceptions late in their drive, missing. I think they missed a field goal late in the drive. They were moving the ball. If they clean up some mistakes, they could still beat some teams. But they don't play my sleeper team this year. That's one reason why I got North Carolina going to the playoffs. They don't play Florida State until the championship.
Well, I say we go get into.
So what y'all think? Y'all think they rode it through the ACC or what?
I mean,
I think Florida State right now is the team to beat.
Yeah, but I think they are
nationally.
No, not nationally in the ACC. They're the team that beat in the
Okay.
ACC. I'm not gonna say nationally.
No.
They said Cam
No.
Batman.
But
Hey,
yeah, I mean, I think we might as well. Let's talk about another ACC team.
Speaking of, is this the fall of Clemson? Clemson falls to Duke, and when I say this was a blowout, it was a blowout. Mike, what you got?
But I think before we get into it, I want to see what started the fall of Clemson. Show me what started the fall of Clemson.
Oh my God!
What happened?
Four-man rush. Fields has time. Launches downfield. It's Olave. He's got a touchdown. Ohio State.
Beautiful. Hold on, quick question. Did Ohio State just kill another program? Did Ohio State just kill another program? Bro, I don't know what's going on with Dabo. He looking like a used car salesman. You bring in TCU's coordinator and sit here and say, hey, I don't want you to use those plays. Here's my playbook that hasn't worked the last 2 years and have my QBs looking like doo-doo water. I want you to run these plays. And, shout out to my guy, Big Dave. Shout out to DJU over there because I know they was sitting back laughing at that shitstorm that Dabo put on the field, man. So, I mean, ACC just falling off like we know.
That was cute,
It's always one team.
That was cute.
It's always one team in ACC.
Hey, look, man.
Listen, can I say this?
Go ahead, G.
So, I wouldn't say all what Mike said, but since they've been shopping Clemson's coordinators, Dabo has not done much of anything. So we might have been praising a lot of Dabo, but his coordinators were working. Since they took, what was his name, Venables, and both of his coordinators away, since they took them away, Dabo hasn't done anything. That's a 5-star quarterback they got, and they couldn't score. They didn't put up no numbers. Like, I'm not sure about Clemson either. I'm not gonna count them out because, like I said, they did move the ball a little bit in that game, and they fumbled late and made mistakes late in drives. But man, it's not looking good since those coordinators been gone. Man, it's been, whoo.
Cook, Cam, cook.
Go ahead, Cam.
Listen, you know me. I hate me some Dabo fucking weenie. And
count the championships though. You can't ignore it.
That's what I'm saying. We just had our top 5, and I lied and I said, you know what? If he come out this season, he's stinky, he's out of there. So that nigga's out the top 5. That's number 1. Number 2, I mean, like you said with Garrett Riley, imagine how out of touch you got to be to have gotten a 5-star quarterback at DJ Ugly, man, and have him for 2 seasons look like complete ass, right?
Really did, bro.
And then blame everyone around you. Blame the culture. Blame the NIL. Or blame all these new youngsters. They don't want to buy in and all this other bullshit. Go get another nigga that you want from that just came out of national championship and made Max Duggan look like he was a somebody, and then tell him he can't run his own offense because you want him to run the Clemson offense. That sounds like you're not buying in, Dabo. That sounds like you're stuck in your ways. That sounds like everything that you were hating and saying about these kids. It sounds like the game is passing him by, and it sounds like he's fucking insane because I watched DJU out there at Oregon State, and he looked like he had high understanding. He looked like he knew what a high-low concept was. He looked like he knew what a fucking Seattle route was. And this is a completely different dude. We saw that Clemson now, which is supposed to be this big dummy that can't run a fucking offense. So make it make sense. Does Oregon State have better athletes than Clemson? I don't think so. So Dabo, look yourself in the mirror. You're fucked up. Your team's ass, and you're on the fucking clock.
Hey, does anyone know DJU stats from that game?
No, but we can go ahead and pull them up real quick. Yeah, but I'll tell you this though, because I know EG and Diz remember me saying this last year about Dabo. Why does Dabo quarterbacks always look good in year 1 versus every other year? Yeah. You heard about the quarterback coaches that work with Trevor Lawrence and said that it looked like his footwork and everything had took a step back. You keep seeing this over and over. DJU, why did we think that he was going to be so great? It was because of what he did in his first year. The quarterback now, he looked a little bit good in his first game, but something is going wrong. And to be honest, we've seen this as an Ohio State fan. I've seen this before. I've seen the JT Barrett go out, look like a Heisman candidate in 2014. Then come out, get a terrible QB coach, a terrible offensive coordinator, and never be able to have to put it all back together until Ryan Day came in and fixed them up a little bit, but it could never get back to what it was before. So, I mean, we've seen this before. Dabo got to get out of his own way, but I don't think that he does. See, here's the thing that Dabo said. Dabo went on the record and said, if they start paying players, I'm done coaching. So quit. It's time. Hang it up.
Hang it up.
I got one more aspect that I feel like we're overlooking with Dabo. Didn't that team look soft in the trenches?
Yeah, I mean,
didn't it seem like Duke was just out muscling them and just had?
And that's never been a Clemson
They just had
look.
a higher give a shitter. Like
it's getting worse every year.
Them Hoopers just look better on Duke, man. Them Hoopers just more physical, man.
Hey, man, it's getting worse every year, man. Like the physicality, the talent that he's getting. I don't see the offensive players. They don't look the same. I don't see an Isaiah Simmons out there on defense.
I heard one of their top recruits was taking visits elsewhere after that performance, though. But I'm just saying.
I know you're not talking about
Transfer portal.
Sammy.
Thugging with my.
I know you're not talking about Sammy.
Chill out. That's a Buckeye BS special, man. Hey, chill out, man. Y'all gotta come tune in.
Y'all boys silly, bro.
Y'all gotta tune in Sunday, man. Chill out. Oh, hey, Chris, you got a good point. The peptides fell off. I mean, that's gonna be a good point, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But all in all, with Clemson, they've had their run. They're not really, they never really recruited at a high level, and they always really relied on immaculate culture and a generational quarterback that we've seen within the last 6-7 years to basically carry that with a veteran D-line, and had a few studs, but I just don't think they just got the horses. And Cade Klubnik, I mean, he's supposed to be a highly rated recruit, and this is the second game that we've seen him in a row. It's one thing to have bad coaching, but it's another thing to just look completely inept and scared to death to be on the field. So I don't know, man. It's just not clicking for Clemson right now, man. So they had a good run. Sayonara.
Before we got 29 people right here in the chat. I need everybody to hit that like button. If you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe to this channel. Also, Monday through Friday, we got Buckeye Roast, 8 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. On Wednesdays, you can catch us fans at 7:30 Eastern every Wednesday. On Sundays, you have Buckeye BS, 10 o'clock in the morning Eastern time. And then on Thursday, you will be having State of the Program for Ohio State with your boy Big Chris Drew and Q, man. So make sure y'all pulling up. Oh, and I forgot. Y'all can catch us on this channel. We have Saturday morning football pregame. So check us there on this channel
game
every
day.
morning.
Fuck big noon kickoff.
Let's go right here.
Big damn media kickoff.
I got a question for the chat, man. If you're in the chat, I got a question for y'all, man. Just answer in the chat. No feelings involved. Ryan Day or Dabo Swinney?
Ryan Day.
That's just a little side joint, but
Hey, last week y'all included Dabo in the conversation of best coaches, but after with this Clemson, what's going on this year, we'll see.
We got some stuff cooking as well. Oh, I forgot. If you have Bleacher
I'm gonna
Report,
save that take for another day.
If you have Bleacher Report and you're an Ohio State fan, go on the Ohio State tab. Make sure you like those videos. You will catch Q and Ron, and also Ron doing some Ohio State content on that Ohio State tab.
Hey, look at Jared.
All right. Speaking of the 10. Let's get into the top QB.
There he is, right there.
Let us know in the
battle.
chat right now who y'all taking as a quarterback right now.
Ooh.
The chosen one, Drew Aller from the great state of Ohio, from that soil, or JJ McCarthy from suburbs.
Can I comment on this first?
Go ahead,
EG.
Go ahead,
EG.
I think no doubt Drew is the better quarterback. But as a freshman, he's showing he's gonna be the real deal for a while. But let's not act like JJ McCarthy isn't a gamer. That guy, it's not about stats with that guy. That guy is a gamer. He showed you he can run just a little bit. They say he run a 4.4. I don't believe all that, but he can run a little bit. He can make some big time throws. And he just do what the team wants. Don't discredit him now just because he plays for Big Blue. Come on now. The guy is solid. I'm not looking at stats when I see JJ McCarthy. The guy get it done. He get it done. And that's my favorite to win the championship this year.
Okay, but
the national championship?
Absolutely.
Okay, but anywho, now that we got that bullshit out.
Yes, let me jump on the record. I got Michigan as my favorite to win the national championship this year. That's what it is. Most returning starters in you guys' conference, almost in the country. The best running back duo in the country. And JJ McCarthy is a gamer. He make key throws in those big games.
Oh, yeah. I like them key throws he made in that TCU game. Moving on. Shout out to Drew Aller, man. Like Cam said, developed from Ohio, man. Sophomore, started from Penn State. We saw the flashes that he had when he got in those games last year. And, you know, for him to start off a Power 5 opponent and come out with 72% completion rate, 3 touchdowns, 325 yards. And, you know, I mean, he didn't have to have that many completions or attempts against a P5 to have more yards than a damn JJ, who went up against ECU. Gotta go with Drew, bro. Hands down.
We know why you don't like JJ. He got your number.
No, it has nothing to do with it. Hold on. I just literally broke down the fact. Look at when you're talking about do you think that ECU is better than West Virginia?
No, I didn't say that.
Okay, so look at what he did against better competition. Who looked better? Because, I mean, I could possibly say that maybe JJ's stats go down a bit if he go up against a P5. I've seen it. I've seen when he throws more against a P5, he turns the ball over more. I've seen it.
I've seen him in y'all with that play action.
Okay, our defense sucks. We can admit that.
The one thing that we got to keep in mind here is we are having this conversation because the nation witnessed Drew Aller play in his very first start and said, whoa, that's something different that we have not seen in the Big Ten outside of a quarterback wearing scarlet and gray. That's number one. We saw JJ play all year last year. Nobody said, oh, that shit's different, right? With Drew Aller's very first start, the conversation is, whoa, is the tables turning with quarterback play in the Big Ten with, you know, what we witnessed from Kyle McCord and this whole situation with Devin Brown looking kind of bleak. It looks like it's a two-man race for the best quarterback in the Big Ten right now. And there wasn't that conversation last year with J.J. McCarthy, even coming close to C.J. Stroud. So, granted, he's a number 2 overall draft pick. But, I mean, the fact that this kid's even in the conversation, the ceiling for Drew is just way higher. And shout out to his quarterback coach, Brad Mandler. We have a quarterback factory that's brewing in the state of Ohio that Ryan Day seems to not be that interested in. I don't know, but that's another fucking story. Brewing in the state of Ohio that's going to be coming up the pipeline. So we just witnessed that Penn State hit on Drew Aller. Penn State's about to hit on Ethan Grunkmeyer, in my humble opinion. So I don't know. We're here. We're here at Ohio State, you know, watching Marv get fucking 18 yards, 2 catches. what we're debating are two ops throwing for 280, 325, 4 touchdowns in the season opener. So who is the big dog? I'm going to have to give it to Drew right now because I just feel like his play and his team is more dependent on him being great than JJ.
Yeah.
I definitely agree.
Hey, Penn State is scary this year too now.
Well, it's kind of crazy how we've been telling everybody Penn State's been good. Was
We were
good
playing Penn State
year.
last year.
We told everybody about this. We don't play nobody in the Big Ten though, right? Yeah.
I mean, we know the good 3 teams you guys got. Come on now.
Oh, now it's 3 because of before it was nobody. I appreciate that.
He Michigan, so
he flip flopping.
What?
Hey, we got it on the record. So when we play this back later this year,
Michigan, Ohio State, Penn State.
All right. Now moving on to the game of the week, we got Texas taking on Bama this Saturday. Gonna be a major showdown, and this time it's in Bama territory. So will we see a repeat of last year, or will Texas come to play with Quinn? What you think, Cam? Uh-oh. I think he might be frozen. What you got, Mike?
While we let Cam,
I rewatched both.
Oh, there we go.
The games. I rewatched both the games. Sorry, I'm super sick, so I've just been muting and unmuting my mic, so I don't want y'all to hear me hacking my lungs up. So my apologies. But what I've witnessed from Texas, the week 1, and Alabama, week 1, I could just see the game going 2 separate ways because I see the outside play with Texas with the ability to go deep into the wide receiver core and just have one of those guys create leverage on the defense and become problems that we've seen happen with Alabama in the past, especially with against Tennessee when they ran up against some speed. But also, I don't think that with Tommy Reese's new offense and Jalen Milroe, that they're going to have the horses to stop that inside run game for 4 quarters. And given a new clock situation, I think that Nick Saban is going to be very adamant on establishing that run game and getting that offense out of rhythm because Texas is not trying to ground and pound. They're going to want to try to get that ball downfield and score quick. So I think it's going to be a battle of styles. And but I think Alabama's going to win it because of Jalen Milroe's feet.
Very versatile.
Hey, I agree, man. It's a tough game, like we know now from last year. The physicality is not a problem anymore in the Texas versus Alabama matchup. If Quinn Ewers would have stayed healthy, arguably they had them beat last season. So, I just want to see it play out, man. I still have Alabama winning that game. The scary thing about Alabama is if they fully commit to the dual threat quarterback and just let that man be that, they have a chance to pretty much beat anyone in the country, man. They could be right in the national championship this season if they fully commit. We know it's always a question whether he wants to commit to that dual threat. Like Jalen Hurts, when he didn't run as much, he got replaced with a pure passer in Tua. They're big on the passing. So if they fully commit to that dual threat, it's going to be hard for Texas to stop them, man. I got Alabama in that game.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Everybody's talking about like Texas offense and stuff. I think Texas offense was a little bit vanilla, but there were some key issues that you kind of see from the wide receiver and the quarterback's connections as well, right? Here's the thing. Like Ken was saying, with that new clock, Nick Saban's going to take full advantage of it. And it's going to turn this into a ground and pound game. Those possessions that Texas got last year, the extra possessions that you think you're going to get, is going to come far few in between this game. It's not going to be the same. And, I just got Bama to make it. The only way I see Bama losing this game is if Milroe ends up coughing the ball over and that ball doesn't bounce his way like it did last week and a couple times last year. So, definitely give me Bama in this game. I told y'all before the season, I thought this was going to be Texas' year, but I got a feeling something just don't seem right. And I just feel like this moment might be too big. and then you also going into Tuscaloosa at night. I hear that that's not a pretty.
Nasty.
It's not easy. Yeah. So good luck. Welcome to the SEC.
Welcome to
I'm reading the chat. Go Jay said Sarkisian gets it done.
I mean, that's what he believe. I mean, he say 42-35. I don't think that the score is going to even get that high. I really don't. I don't think Texas scores 42.
I see a few Texas people leaning Texas. I like that.
That's fine. I mean, honestly, like I was on the, I had Texas as one of my top teams. So we'll see.
My thing is, does Texas have a run game this season? Did anybody watch their first game? I didn't catch it. I don't know. I want to know if they have a run game this season to lean on.
Yeah. I'm not sure, bro. Like
we know Bijan was that guy.
Like when I think about that, I'm thinking of it in like Bama terms, and I just don't see it getting done. Like he's really going to have to honestly. Maybe Texas can try to exploit freshman Caleb Downs or something like that. But I mean, he even really looked good. Like he was making plays out there. So I mean, you're gonna have to try to find some tendencies of his and exploit those matchups. I mean, I know Sark is good at exploiting matchups, but I don't know which one that they will.
I agree with Andrew on this, man. He said Bama runs away with it. I think they'll win comfortably too, man. I think.
Put that whoever can capitalize in the red zone will win. Yep. And honestly, I just think that's gonna be Bama, bro. Like them big boys we done heard they all line look way better than what it has been. And I mean, one thing that I know that they specialized in is not pass pro this year, which pass pro was Bama's biggest issue. I think they focus more on the run game. So
I definitely think they're gonna focus on the run game.
Yeah.
Yeah, we saw last week with Bama's game that they had a lot of receivers that they can throw the ball to, but if Texas brings that defense and that pressure, we don't.
Texas got defense?
We'll see. We'll see this upcoming Saturday. Yeah.
All right.
Well, yeah. Did we lose Cam?
Yeah, we lost him.
There you go.
Oh, there we go.
He had what I had. He had what I had 4 days ago. I had
got that bed or something, man. I'm over here fucked up.
Yeah, I was 4 days ago, bro. Tore up,
bro.
I'm over
here. Hey, make sure everybody is hitting the like and subscribe button. Make sure we're hitting the like and subscribe button. And chat, if y'all got any questions, if y'all got something that y'all want to talk about, go ahead, put it in the comments right now. We're going to pull it up on the screen. We're going to talk to y'all. So hit us up. What y'all got?
Y'all missed something in the chat. I saw something slide by in the chat. It was like Penn State is the second best team in the Big Ten. I don't know who they were calling the first.
We gonna find out.
Listen, man.
I don't want.
You know me. I love to talk my shit. I love to do whatever. But that shit I saw on Saturday, I'm taking your advice. You after Prime. I'm being humble this week.
Yeah.
I'm being humble this week.
You got to be humble. What do you mean? Y'all didn't look good.
Hold on, goddamn it. That was a joke.
They said Michigan is one.
That was a joke. Listen.
Michigan is
Drew
one.
Drew Aller may be the best quarterback in the Big Ten. All of that. But he's still getting his ass whooped when he come to Columbus. God damn it. What the fuck? We win in the Big Ten, bro. We got the best D in the fucking
I'm unsure about that game now.
I don't know why you think. Because we talking about fucking defense.
Because he think that it's the defense of last year. I told you,
bro. Come on, dog. We still got some dogs on the team. You know what we got to do? We got to run the offense from number 19, Chip. Shout out,
Mike
Chip.
told me last year that you guys had defense, and you gave up.
Our defense was better than it was in 2021.
Okay, but
it wasn't good enough.
Michigan come in and kill you.
Hey, we got a question in the chat, though.
They killed my DBs. They ain't killing my DBs this year. I promise.
When do you think will Lion Day announce a quarterback? When's
Lion Day
announce a quarterback?
Lion Day.
This Lion Day has been trending on Twitter and all throughout the Ohio State community. But I mean, you're right. Last year, he told us after the Team Up North game, after we lost, that we were going to come out, learn from that, and we're going to play loose. We're going to go in every game from here on out. And we're going to play smash mouth football. And that's not what happened. He admitted that he was that he went into the game playing conservative. I don't know how you can have a QB battle or go into a game conservative when you're trying to get another quarterback on the field and not open up the playbook. That makes no sense to me. So, I honestly, he could tell us that he'll announce it after the game, and I still wouldn't believe him. So, I mean, I guess we'll find out Notre Dame game.
Listen, man, this coaching staff. Hold on, EG. You don't got shit to say about Lion Day, nigga.
They said Ohio State ain't been good.
These niggas over here in Ohio State, bro. You worry about Arkansas, bro.
We won the college football playoff game, so I'm not trying
that
to
nigga telling the truth over there, bro. That y'all fucking gonna be
we don't lose to liberties.
Anyways, Ryan Day or Lion Day, he like we've been saying on Buckeye BS and all of our platforms and the Buckeye Roast, he ain't telling the truth, bro. This is we were in the Locker Boys chat yesterday, Mike, and it ain't just Ryan Day, it's the whole staff. When Jeremy Berm asked him, he said, "Hey, if CJ Hicks can't call the defense, why can't you just mix and match him with Tommy Eichenberg, and so he could call the defense and CJ Hicks can run a play." He talking about it's a blend. We got a blend. Well, goddamn it, get the blending, goddamn it. Because listen, the shit that we seeing on defense, bro, is not gonna cut it against the Alabamas and the Georgias, bro. We need everybody on the field. So Ryan Day said a number of things. They said they're gonna play CJ Hicks, and they said they're gonna give Devin Brown way more snaps than they wanted to week one. So we're gonna see it, and we're gonna keep the list. And when they lie again, or if they lie again, we're gonna be on the TL. And we're going to be coming at them motherfucking blue pill Buckeyes because they don't want to fucking hear the truth.
Sound like y'all going to have 2 losses this year. That's what it sounds like to me. All this.
Hold on. 2 losses in the you're saying in the regular season?
Absolutely.
Or the whole season?
You better get you a quarterback. Hey, Penn State got a quarterback.
How about this, EG? Win the West.
Hey,
what does a division title look like for you?
Hey,
what does a conference?
Anything is possible.
We taking shots.
What does a conference championship look like for you?
Hey, that's all fine and dandy, but when you recruiting the best players and you scoring 20
players, you're an SEC caliber team and lost to Liberty. What are you talking about?
You scoring 20 points on Indiana? That's not Ohio State.
I scored 20 points on Indiana, and I came out with a conservative playbook. Your point? They scored 3 points.
Conservative playbook or an unsure person at quarterback.
And unsure, so we came out conservative and still put up 20.
The chat is telling me you guys need to get your quarterback situation together. I'm just reading what you guys are saying.
That ain't my guy. We gonna get our quarterback situation together. I need you to get your wins together.
I hope so. This year we getting 10.
10?
Yeah.
Put them on the record. 10? Go ahead with your speech.
Put it on the record.
Hey, Arkansas Razorbacks will win 10 games this season. What? Come on now.
Oh my God. And what if they don't? What they don't? What's the bet?
What's the bet? Up at the 47 mark.
What's the bet? What you want to bet? If they don't win 10 games, what they gonna do? What you gonna do?
Just for my guy Ryan, you gotta shave the eyebrow.
Shave the eyebrows?
Yeah,
hey, that's how Ryan like to do.
I work. I gotta go to work, man. Come on now.
You can go to eyebrow with a band-aid on like Nelly.
Right.
They said AutoZone Liberty Bowl. They go 66, 75.
Music City Bowl. Arkansas
Hey,
Bowl.
I'm glad y'all think that. I want us to come out of nowhere. You know, I want us to come out of nowhere.
Hey,
your best year is our worst.
Hey, SEC is down bad if Arkansas come out as the top 2 in the West, bro. That's gonna be bad.
Ooh, that whole realignment gonna have to change.
Hey, it's not impossible this year. We built through the transfer portal just like y'all giving FSU their props. We did the same thing. We'll see. We're gonna beat LSU too. We got LSU real soon.
Oh yeah, I think everybody can beat LSU.
Oh man. All right, man. What else we got?
And I appreciate y'all coming in the chat.
Hogs much better this year. We got somebody giving props.
Right.
All right. Did we get the ones that I had started this?
Oh, that's the one I just popped up. There we go.
All right. Is that the only game this dude watched? Oh, dog, which game are you talking about? You must be talking about EG. Which game? What game you watch, EG?
I don't know what he talking about, but I'm not going to sit around and watch no Ohio State Indiana.
David Payne made a great point. You bragging about them. They scored only 7 more points and played an FCS school. But that's what you bragging about, though. That's your national championship, though.
Absolutely. Michigan's not a team I look at to score points. Ohio State is.
They're not. How do you?
If Ohio State don't have offense,
tell me. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. No, I'm not letting you get off with that bullshit.
What?
Because how the hell do you win games? You gotta score points to win games.
I'm not looking at them to score.
That's why y'all lost to LSU because you couldn't score points. That's why you lost to Liberty because you couldn't score points.
Do I expect Michigan to put up?
That's why you lost to Texas A&M in Jerry's World because you couldn't score points. Points count. That's how you win games. I ain't trying to hear this shit. Can't let you get that off.
Why we gotta keep bringing up Liberty?
I don't know. He like that. But look, I'm not expecting Michigan to go out there and score 60 points. I expect that from Ohio State.
You want me to bring up UNT?
You guys don't have offense or defense yet. You ain't have a rusher over 50 yards in your game.
Hold on.
Not a back.
Tell me what error it's been since y'all have not lost to lower level schools. Tell me what error. I'll wait.
What do you mean, bro? In our 11-win season, we didn't lose to no one lower level.
That's not an error. That's a year.
That's 3 years, buddy.
What?
That's 2
EG, I'm sick as hell.
What are you talking about?
I don't feel like arguing with you, but Chip Trayanum averaged 7 yards a carry for over 50 yards. So if you're gonna troll, get your fucking facts straight.
How many yards he have?
I'm not even going to troll you about that Arkansas shit. I'm telling you right now, I'm not spending not a second of my life watching that trash ass program unless y'all in the prime time game.
Who the fuck watching Ohio State play Indiana, man?
You do, obviously.
Hold on.
No, you ain't here talking slick. I'm trying to let the nigga live for real because I don't feel like doing all the arguing and shit.
Hold on, let's answer.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to be civil here, but now I gotta try, bro.
EG, who leads in viewership in college football?
That's fine, man. Nobody
watches it though. That's what, what do you mean it's fine that Ohio State leads?
No one's watching. No one's watching Ohio State.
That makes no sense. EG, that makes no sense.
No one's watching Ohio State, Indiana.
Nobody watching it. How are they?
LSU, Florida State, most viewers weekend.
This. Let me get this out real quick. EG, hold on, be quiet real quick.
Yes, sir.
You do know that Ohio State, Indiana broke the CBS opening game record this weekend.
Record must have been shit because
hold on. And that was without the inclusion of DirecTV. They were completely blacked out. So how many millions of viewers is that we could have had on top of that?
Florida State, LSU, most viewers. TCU, Colorado, second most viewers. I don't want to hear all these air stats y'all saying to me, man.
Oh, hold on. Okay. CBS was messing with what conference before that record got broke?
Okay, that's fine, man. Okay.
Nobody watched the game though. Okay.
All right.
Hey,
how about this? Hey, EG gotta wear an Ohio State freaking shirt on the show if that team up north don't win the national championship.
There's no bet. I'm not wearing Ohio State gear, man.
Okay, if y'all don't win 10 games, you wear an Ohio State.
Okay, now you got to bet.
All right, bet.
You got to bet.
Well, I appreciate y'all hanging out with us tonight. Y'all got anything else for the show?
I do not. I'm on my deathbed.
Everybody tell them where they can follow y'all at.
Hey,
you can follow. Go ahead, EG. Let them know where they can follow you at.
Laflare,
make sure y'all tag the mental health awareness under that shit too.
You know what I'm saying? You'll see the hog attached to it. You'll see the hog attached to it, man. Let's do it, man. You see it. EG Laflare on all platforms.
Hey, you can find me at Walt K Disney on all platforms. Appreciate y'all kicking it with us tonight.
You can find me at I know things 19 on Twitter.
And you can find me on Twitter and Instagram, like you see right here on screen at 216_wildboy. Also, check the bio. Catch us on Discord as well. We be in there watching film. We definitely watch film of the Ohio State game. So, EG, pull up. You want to talk stuff about the film? Pull up so we can break the film down together.
Every Sunday we got. Oh, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Every Sunday we got a Buckeye BS. You're gonna want to definitely check into that while we're going through this quarterback battle. We got the guys Q and Ron on there as well to complete the BDMG circle. And also you can catch them every morning at 8 a.m. on a Buckeye Roast as well on the Best Damn Media channel. Thank y'all for coming in, and we'll hope to see y'all next week. Hey, smash the likes and share this on y'all timelines. Appreciate y'all.
Hey, go Jay, you are lame. Shut up.
Hey, and with that,
I'm just reading the chat. That's how I'm gonna finish this. You know, I'm looking at the chat. That was lame.
And we are.
Welcome to the Fans Ed Sports Show. Talk about the X's and O's. Talk and break down for the success of each team.
Slow.